Got a lot of fumes from that van. I think he's burning oil. Whew. Still smell, taste it. So smooth over here. There's more rubble though. Up here it gets bumpy. Left turn, guys. Oh, okay, there we go. the light for? I swear it's not a weekend. It's busy as fuck. School got out yesterday though, just for the district. Still flying. Got a little headwind, so trying to stay in the drops here. Some people say riding on this road is suicide, but I don't know. Never really had an issue. I'm not looking forward to the corner before the gas station. Probably has overgrown weeds that hurt the sight distance on the corner. It's already bad. That's the only one you really have to worry about going this direction. The other way, it's that one there at the end of the straightaway when you're coming towards us. Well, this is a very long straightaway. I guess I misspoke. A lot of us use this as a back way to the bridge, so we don't have to go through town. I think it is a little bit of a shortcut, but I would go out of my way to not go through town. It's definitely faster because that light at Olympic can take 5 minutes from you. Oh, am I going so slow I don't exist? Oh, I'm going too fast. I thought that's what it was. I threw the blinky light on today for this road. There's lots of shadows and stuff. I'm going to stay right here to increase the sight distance for that blind little yump there that we just went over. This is the corner, it's bad going the other way. And it's because of sight distance. So you just want to get in the middle lane and fucking haul ass. You can actually roll up this hill here if you're flying. Now my tricky bit's coming up, but I am planning on walking some of it. See these weeds? I knew this was gonna be an issue. It's just no one can fucking see you. Just get more towards the middle. Buy yourself a couple seconds. When I get over here, I want to walk. I don't really think I have to walk. I'm not trying to tucker myself out here, but yeah, we'll just walk for a minute. I gotta walk up the hill by the airport anyway. put the bike more in the lane with that blinky light on. I gotta say, it doesn't feel suicidal. Peaceful here. I never even noticed the riparian zone over here. It's pretty. So there's a field on the other side. Good place to pick blackberries, I think. Nice tall ones too, good for me. Now we're kind of out of the blackberries. Alright, I should ride again, I'm in the sun. Get going. My hamstring isn't happy. Ooh, that's weird. I didn't stretch yesterday, but I stretched the day before after my ride. Huh. That's weird. I should have stretched yesterday, I guess. I did push it hard the other day. Construction, huh? Oh, I do vaguely remember this from yesterday. Hey, look, a joiner. No, what is that? That's just a table, clamping table. Golf clubs. Howdy. Okay, go ahead, okay. I'm going up the hill, so.
Perfect.
Thank you. Stop right here in the shady bit. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if I don't think I'm actually cramping. It was just weird. I'm like 90% sure I just saw a piece of a 3D printed barbell in the ditch. It's weird. Let's fill it with sand or I think the best would be lead shot, but probably get a better deal on Chinese barbells than a bag of lead shot today. suppose you could use old lead fishing weights you stole from your grandpa's old tackle box. I've always thought this is one hot, stale little stretch of road here. It's living up to that today. It's not even hot out today. Just the sunlight on the blacktop. Oh, now we're getting the breeze, finally. Come on. Come on, breeze. I can start riding here in a second too. Maybe we'll stop in that shade there. Yeah, it's a good spot. Probably the high point of my ride today. I don't know if Woodhill is higher. I don't think so. I figure this would probably be like 350. Woodhill's probably 300. I'm actually going to shut my blinky light off now. Most people are kind of looking around for Sasquatch around here, you know, and so they see me pretty easily. Being on the right, and this was kind of shitty here, so oh yeah, that line is, the old line is kind of breaking through the pavement here. Oh yeah, right there the fucking pavement disappears. I don't know, smoother here. I mean, our roads have a little bit to complain about, but holy hell, you go to Tacoma, it's 1,000 times worse. I might be going to Tacoma next week, maybe the week after. My wife has a friend that wants to ride over there. Maybe we'll do a little hotline action. Thanks. I haven't aired these tires up in like over 2 weeks, so they're a little squishy. But I tell you, I should have sailed around that corner. Even though I took it a little wide and laid over a little too much. Back tire just loves it. Nice. Maybe we'll stop and look at the bridge for a second. I never show you guys this one here. Don't mind the giant toll booth system sign. See, I can go to Conan for free anytime I want. I see these hills on the other side of the bridge, really a bitch though. Anyway, we're going to go over the Cushman Trail actually. I gotta watch it because cars fly through here, so. Thank you. That guy didn't see me at all. It's funny. I didn't really think about him until I was already going for it. Hey man. Cars must be working on some construction deal. Yeah. Called it. It's construction to the right there. I was going to take this road all the way into Soundview, but I don't know, this is the only part of the Cushman Trail I like. And it just dumps you right into Soundview. You don't have to deal with any bullshit. Hello. Interesting lady with her sun hat and trailer. It says we got a huge stretch of nice weather the next 4 or 5 days, so hopefully she's riding all the way to fucking Idaho or something. Somehow I doubt it. Goddamn, I'd love to do that. I'm sticking to bike packing on the old mountain bike this year. Oh, there's too much shit over here. I would love to set up a touring bike, but I don't know. I could probably use my bike that has fenders. Maybe just take the fenders off so I have less issues to deal with, and throw some panniers on it. It's got a rack already. It does have new wheels, so I don't know. Probably be all right. Probably break a few spokes. I bought those Kevlar string spoke replacement deals. I got all kinds of tricks for dealing with broken spokes too, but the one I haven't figured out how to do is replace a right-hand side spoke on the side of the road. People say it's not possible. I developed a strategy, but I tried it at home the other day and I couldn't get it to work. Normally you take the tool for the freewheel and put it in the vise. Well, I bought a wrench, you know, a foot-long wrench that fits that tool, and another wrench to hook onto that wrench, so you got like almost 2 feet of leverage, and you hit it with a plastic camping hammer. But I hit on that fucker for 10 minutes. Could not get that freewheel to come loose. So, unless you had a second guy with you, and one of you could stabilize everything and hold the wrenches, and the other guy could just wail with a fucking hammer. You almost need an extension for the hammer though. I don't know. But since I can't figure that out, I'd rather be on a modern bike and put mountain bike wheels on it with more spokes, you know, just to reduce the chances of breaking a spoke. And then if you do break a spoke, you can have more broken spokes without having to stop, basically. And Fred at Olympic Bike and Skate taught me a trick for that, where if you break a spoke, you loosen the spokes next to it, both of them, 2 full turns. And what it does is it takes that wobble out and moves it into vertical, but you can't even feel it when you're riding. And so you could keep riding, especially the mountain bike wheel. I mean, you could ride that for years probably with a mountain bike wheel. Now a road wheel, I think that in the next 100 miles you're likely to break some other spoke, not the ones next to it, but there's probably increased stress somewhere else, like maybe the spokes that are 2 away. See, that's the kind of shit that keeps me up at night when I think about road bike touring. I hardly make it to work for 3 days in a week without breaking spokes, so. You know, it's that pothole you hit when you're tired and you're not paying attention. It's just gonna wreck you and you'll be in the middle of fucking nowhere. Hello. I don't know if everybody has their fucking AirPods in today or if people are just assholes. I don't listen to music when I'm biking, hiking, running. I don't listen to any music. I think people who listen to music on road bikes are fucking crazy. I don't pay attention enough as it is, so my hearing is about all that I got to save my ass. almost zombies, I think. Alright, there's a live one. Hello. Oh. Hello. I think I see a guy running all the time. So I got my new tires for the bike packing rig. Getting hard to find 26-inch tires, but I just got some Mini and DHF 3C Exos. It's about all you can find. I got a 2.5 to put on the bike and a 2.3 to store in the frame bag, which I'm no longer going to use for hydration. And I bought two of the Sunlight thorn resistant inner tubes that are just thicker. One for a spare and one to put on the bike. I'm leaving the front how it was. Just got the WTB Wolverine and probably a Specialized inner tube, probably a decent inner tube. I patched it the other day. It was great to work with, and I just did a shitty patch. I didn't even care about the bike at the time. Didn't even wait 5 minutes, and it hasn't leaked an iota. So that's good. Superfly. Gonna go out and look like I'm running as hard as I can. Are we here? Thank you. That was the guy turning right, and I looked at him and he decided to wait in the street before he turned. I really hate crosswalk interactions. I prefer to pretend I'm a car, you know. Kind of lazy this week. I didn't even refill my Camelback. I only had like 30 ounces in it, but it's all right. Extra light today. Yo. Does anyone say yo anymore? Yeah, so I recommend riding on Soundview. It's pretty great. You got kind of a bike lane the whole way. was going to come up this way, come out here. For some reason I'm afraid of that hill though. And honestly, Cushman Trail is so gravy. There is a car behind me, but they're chillaxing. We're not going that fast. Maybe 18 miles an hour here. Just kind of cruising. So I think that car should pass me, in my opinion. I might actually turn right at the bottom of the hill and go over to the old ferry landing. I don't know if my favorite geocache ever is still there. I can show you guys that, ruin it for you. Gig Harbor has a few really cool geocaches. I mean, I only did that for 2 weeks like 15 years ago, but a couple of them are unforgettable, you know. I don't know what happened to that car. All right, both brakes. Up a little speed here. I didn't know that guy was going to be there, and then I tried to use the coaster brake. I already got myself in the drops, and the rear brake kind of fucked up my cornering a little bit. It's weird. I'm not sure what that rattle is. I don't know if it's the reaction arm for the coaster brake. It's the bottom bracket, or what the fuck it is. I just used the coaster brake and now it's rattling, so that might be evidence. You gotta bring a screwdriver on this bike to change the back tire. You need a screwdriver and a little crescent wrench to get that reaction arm off. You know, most of our multi-tools don't have open-ended wrenches anymore. This is where that cache used to be. They used to have a reflector on a canister of film. It's the entrance to the harbor.
This is perfect.
You guys have a wonderful day. Safe on your travels.
Yeah, so I don't know, I hope the GoPro, I think with the polarizer and the ISO, I think it did capture that. It's on still. There should be no doubt why I live here at this point. I don't know how to deal with this intersection. Hopefully no one's coming down the hill. Nice if I could just roll. Hello. Yeah, gravy. Gravy, gravy. Oh, Jesus. Why is it always stopped here? He's saying, yeah, I go on the right side this time. I prefer going down the middle. Oh, Jesus, dude, what the fuck? You didn't signal! I was staring at her signal too and did not turn on. That was my first time using the coaster brake like that. Felt pretty good, probably looked cool. Some old lady, by the way, if anyone's wondering, with her dog in the passenger seat. I think she should just stop in the middle of the street, let me go by, and she probably didn't know I was there, I guess. I suppose I was in her blind spot. I stayed back though a ways because of that. I didn't go all the way beside her. I don't know if I made it worse. So I went down the middle of the line last time. I didn't really think about why I was doing it. I just didn't like the crunch on the right. I knew no one on the left's gonna be opening their doors. And you're not sure of that because someone could get out to yell at somebody trying to park, you know, but it's way less likely. So I think it's preferable there. You just gotta try and see if anyone's in the crosswalk since you're in an unexpected place. You could avoid it by coming down Sehmel and using that new roundabout for coming down the hill. Which I'm meaning to do, I just haven't had a chance to do it. I think the roundabout makes sense for cars, but I liked the old config better for bikes. Because you could just blow the stop sign in the left shoulder at 30 miles an hour. So at the roundabout, I don't know if we'll want to hug left still, go the wrong way through a roundabout. We used to joke that if you go the wrong way through a roundabout, you go back in time. And we would do that when they put this first roundabout in. Go. It was funny because one time we did it and we exited the roundabout after going around it backwards, exited behind the cop. And he didn't notice. Like he didn't hit the brake lights to hesitate, or he didn't notice at all. Or he was shaking his head and laughing. Too busy smoking a cigarette or something to stop us. Whew. I kind of want to stop here for a second somewhere. Make sure my pants are pulled up and get a drink of water. Oh yeah, right here in the shade. I stop like that, I can drain all the shit in my nose right down my throat. It only takes a few seconds. I try and do it when I ride sometimes, but it doesn't work as well. It works better for me to blow my nose for some reason when I'm riding. I get bad phlegm problems if I blow my nose and spit shit. So I try and swallow it for some reason. I have less issues. I wanted that micro brake just because we're going to be riding all the way to the main roundabout here. I expect it to be a pain in the ass from this direction. We'll see how it goes. This is the truck route I was telling you guys about in some of the other videos. It's the flattest way in and out of the harbor. I guess Crescent Valley's kind of flat too. The problem is it doesn't really go anywhere useful. You know, all the places it goes have 400 feet hills around them, so. Be a good place to kind of sprint a little and be in the middle of the lane, but I'm trying to save my energy here. Let's tell you, car. I'm not taking the trail because it goes up the hill. I don't need to go up the hill, but it may be safest to take that trail and then get off your bike and walk up the sidewalk to the Home Depot entrance. And from there you could ride across the street or walk across the street and bomb down the hill and through the roundabout. You'd have a safer time in the roundabout with your momentum. Hands are getting a little tired, huh? The old Conan Oil. Looks like it's still Conan Oil too, huh? They are the proud owners of an EPA Superfund site downtown. It's right next to the tides, to the left of the tides, but most of it's across the street. Like if the way I came today, it would be on the left side of Harborview there. Soundview still, I don't know. Pretty busy fuel dock for them. I think they used to fuel up the ferries and shit that ran before the bridge was built. I think there's some famous story about a fuel delivery on the Narrows Bridge. I don't know if it was Conan, but the guy in charge of building the first bridge, the 1940 bridge, 40, 45, I don't know. The first bridge, I better stop talking for a minute. Oh shit. See? Yeah, we just gotta get in here and tango. So the manager of the first bridge needed fuel, and it was like Sunday morning or something, I don't know. And he called the fuel guy, and he goes, listen, I'm supposed to be in Seattle for a fucking Huskies game, I don't have time. Now, he was gonna drive to Bremerton and take a ferry probably in that case. I don't know. Or he was going to take a passenger car ferry and the fuel truck wouldn't be able to go on the ferry or whatever. And so he had to keep a schedule. He couldn't combine the trips. You can read this for yourself on Lamppost Park in the harbor, but so I haven't read that thing in 10 years. But anyways, the guy in charge of the bridge goes, well, you know, we've got a bridge deck down now. What if we let you cross the bridge? And so he drives the fuel truck over the bridge, delivers the fuel, and drives the fuel truck to Seattle to catch his Huskies game. And that was the first time a non-employee crossed the first Narrows Bridge. Was that fuel truck, because he had to get to a football game. I mean, I don't know a lot about sports, but for some context, you know, there basically wasn't professional football at the time. I think George Clooney made a movie about this. So college football was like the shit. Yeah, what was it called? Leatherheads, or it's the first scene they're playing in a pasture on a cow. Professional football. It was a good call doing that too, because it helped. Oh boy. I'm not going to argue my body. It wants me to walk up this. That's funny. I was jamming the other day on everything. A little break. A little break. Take my real break when we go over to the park in the shade there. Looking forward to that. Oh. The geocache I showed you guys, it used to be, they just, you know, bored a hole in that phone pole without asking. And it's a normal 35mm film canister, but they stuck a reflector like you buy at the hardware store for your mailbox or whatever onto the lid and then put it in there. And it looked like there was a reflector stuck to the phone pole. I was looking at that phone pole for 30 minutes the first time. My other favorite one is at the city dock. It looks like it's just, there's all kinds of equipment bolted to the dock, you know, for water and power and pumping out shit tanks and stuff. And this one geocache looks like it's just another piece of equipment. And then you pull out this top piece, and realize this thing is the geocache. And there's people around. This is the middle of it's a busy park, public dock, you know. It's so funny. I hope I didn't ruin that for anybody, but I mean, they weren't hard to find. There was one down there I never found. I don't know if it had been tampered with or what. I went back 2 more times looking for it. Okay, I gotta get going. It's too sunny here. Need some air. I should probably move this brake just a fraction of an inch. I know it's on this taper, and I didn't want it clamping on the taper, but if I get another 1/4 inch, man. Ooh. Or if the stupid cable end didn't stick out. I don't know if it's my fault. I don't think I'd ever replaced brake cables on a road bike at that point, so I don't know if I recognized which type of ferrule it takes. But it's tough because it's a pass-through for cyclocross, so I don't even know. I don't know what would make that more comfortable there. I think it's okay because this bike really isn't made for any more than 20-30 miles. You know, for me, I want to be on the red 10 speed, which I mean, I guess that's the problem. This bike fits better. I still haven't sorted out entirely the red 10 speed. I think it's getting close though. We'll do a couple longer rides next week on that thing. Like 50 miles, I think. Yeah, one of mine is about 50, I think. I, for some reason, thought it was 35, but it's not. I checked this morning. I should probably do the bigger one earlier in the week since I felt so good yesterday. Been riding on Tuesday and Thursday, and then I do something else on Saturday, like mountain bike or something, since I'm not on the road as much. And it's been working well. There's no point in doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday because I don't like riding on Fridays. Too many stupid people around on the road. Yes, maybe Tuesday we'll do 56 miles or whatever. Oh yeah, I can coast this next one, but I'm gonna slow down here. Though next week. Actually, Tuesday it might be cooling down. Monday might be the really hot day. That might be nice. It's warm in the afternoon, but cooler in the morning. Yeah. Very nice trails. A few places the gravel's loose over there, but really it's just this spot here I don't like. can't remember if I said I could ride this or not. Probably a stupid idea. Look at that, huh? Almost like I know what I'm doing. I think we're gonna call it here though. Well, I could go right there. I'm already clipped out. Yeah, you could totally just hit this right here. Oh yeah, I think that's beautiful. No big deal. I'll be on the 10 speed next time. I don't know if I'll pull in here or not. Less inclined with some Schwalbe tires, to be honest. I do need to write the weight on this thing because I believe it's 10.5 kilograms and 25 pounds. I always forget. Dr. Becky with some updates, huh? That's one use for a smartwatch, huh? You can add shit to your YouTube watch later while you're out doing stuff. I shouldn't take these off. I'll be here all day. It's only 12:45 though. Hello. Hi, puppy.
Dedication to be riding on these trails. Pretty stop.
I was just pulling here for a break.
Yeah. Not an easy trail, I wouldn't think.
really surprised there wasn't a lot of mosquitoes. There's a few right now. I bet you this little creek will dry up in about a week. So much better than just eating a Cliff Bar on the side of the road. Man, we had a plane fly over the house at midnight last night. And it scared the shit out of me. It was so low that everything started to rumble before I could tell what it was. Had the window open because it was a cool night and trying to cool the house off, and honestly it sounded like somebody going like 80 miles an hour up the driveway at full throttle in a V8 or something. It just sort of rattled everything, and then the jet noise caught up to it. It was probably a C-17 or something. They've been doing a lot of nighttime. Well, when the weather was bad, they were doing a ton of fucking training. Jesus. How funny is this? Like the beginning of a bad Pornhub video. Oh yeah, I need to go slow here, remember this. If they didn't put gravel here, it wouldn't be so bad. Boy, that coaster brake sure has some power to it. That big tire just heats up if you use it a lot. Alright, now what was I saying about getting up the next hill? Jesus Christ. No, it's not this one, it's the next boardwalk. I don't remember what I was saying. Scare the hell out of some people if they come down. Oof. Ah. Yeah, that was what I was saying. It's funny because I just stopped at the inflection point. We're down there at 10 feet. I think on a mountain bike, with the same gear, with mountain bike tires, where you could hit that washout faster. Not washout, but the area where they put a bunch of gravel and it's off camber. If you hit that faster, you could probably do that with this gear. Maybe eventually I'll get it. I should put fixations on the 10-speed, but not the big ones, just these ones like in the front. Oh my God. Not a jacker in sight. That's fun. I just feel like a kid or something. Ten-speed has a good back brake on it. My other bike, the bike with fenders, the back brake is just fucked. I don't know. I've tried to fix it 10 times. I need to go look at my parts bin and see if I have an extra back brake. I think maybe the clamp that comes with the reflector, like the reflector bracket clamp, might be what's missing, because you hit the back brake and it like pivots on the brake stay thing. It wants to dig in the tire and shit. It works, like it'll stop me if the front brake fails. But I would like it to be a little more of a safety than it is. Trying to get that on film when I come through here. It's so pretty. That time I stayed in the drops on the left hand and tried not to stand up as straight, but I still kind of turned to the right. Hope it worked. Maybe the reason I felt so good yesterday is I had 2 days off between rides. Whew. Howdy. I should see what my tire pressures are at, because they felt pretty good on the trail. Lowering the front might help a little bit with the gravel. Back was cold and if I had an extra 150 bucks laying around, whatever, I'd definitely pick up a couple of these fixations for the red bike. I do think the back one's a little heavy on this bike, but with the cornering performance and the brake I had earlier, and then the trails, it's so great. It just would be nice to have a sub 10 kilogram bike, I think is what I was thinking. So I see a lot of new bikes now that weigh that much. And so I could, for the first time in my life, I've been within spitting distance of modern bike weight, because they're getting heavier and dumber. That's the smallest trash can I've ever seen in my life. We actually got a bigger trash can recently. It's bigger than this one. We do once a month though. We have a trash compactor. So I got the bigger one so I could put 2 of the trash compactor bags in there. So we don't need it all the time, but actually we've been making a ton of garbage since COVID. It's crazy. We've been cleaning and stuff though, like we both have all of our lives stuffed in the back rooms of my house. We both had storage units and shit. I used to have a garage, so I've got a 10 by 20 shed just stuffed full of junk Saab parts I'm never gonna use. So yeah, every time we go reorganize something, garbage comes out. Howdy. Yeah. Fooled him, didn't I? See? That's my stealthy front brake. People think it's a fixie. I got some street cred, as long as I keep pedaling, huh? Can't let them see me coast. I sure looked like I was a fixie too when I skidded when that gal cut me off. don't know if he had green bar ends or green gloves. Keep an eye out for that guy. Old guy in overalls driving a $50,000 Volvo. That's the harbor for you. That may be the most Ski Harbor thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, to be honest. That red pickup that was sitting in that driveway, I saw their property on Google Maps. They have like, I don't know, maybe 30 or 50 acres back there with horse stables and stuff. I would love to scoop up one of those lots. Especially when it's closer to the water like that, so you could pay a neighbor to leave your dinghy on their dock and walk to your house. Hot here. Very hot and stagnant. There's a little breeze. I'm going to be going to school 5 days a week in the fall, man. I'm dreading the gas bill. It's probably, well, let me think. I think it's 26 miles in a car. But anyways, I was thinking an e-bike might work for, you know, if you could do it 3 days a week on the e-bike. And some weeks it would be raining, you know, an inch of rain a day, whatever, around here. Just take the car. But I mean, that'd be a 60% reduction in gas costs on the weeks you can do it 3 times a week. But there's a $2 ferry fee. Howdy. There's a zombie, huh? Yeah, it's $2 each way on the foot ferry, which you really gotta take because Gorst is just not safe at all. Maybe if you lay on the gas in your e-bike for 2 minutes and just cruise through there at some whipping speed. There is a bus too, but it only does 10 miles of it maybe each way. And it ain't really the 10 miles with hills either. Problem is, we're not in a position to be dropping thousands of dollars on shit right now, so I don't think we'd save enough to make up for it. I'm swapping tires around because I'm going to sell a car. I want to put BBS wheels on it. I've got it's got Nokian end tires on it right now. They're a lower rolling resistance on smaller diameter wheels, so put that shit in my daily. Howdy. Should get a mile or two a gallon better with that. This hill over here, man, I charged up like it wasn't shit on 2 days ago on Tuesday. I didn't even know what the fuck is happening until it was over. I was like, how the hell, where'd that hill go? I think I just cadenced, got a comfy cadence along here, and I didn't stand up, so I didn't fuck up my respiration. Before I was having a heart attack, I was already over it. I think standing up gives you a heart attack a little sooner than hill. I don't know. Doesn't feel the same today. Holy hell. Feel it today. Weird. I ate the same thing. It must just be I had 2 days off last time. About the same temperature. I rode farther today. Still, it wasn't as bad as normal. Doing good though. Even if I'm on a hill destroyer today. Just do something on the Saturday on the mountain bike. Try out my new route I figured out, hopefully. I got home and I wasn't sure where the duck trail was, so tried to mark on the map. I don't know, I just guessed where I thought it was, but one of the trails is missing from the map, so I'm not sure which end of it's the duck trail. So I'll have to pull out my GPS when I'm out there and look at my paper map and see what the fuck. Be more people in the park tomorrow though. Or I mean on Saturday. This one always has a headwind and then it kind of dies down when you're in the hill here. Well, late dying down today. It feels very laminar right here. Like it really, I've lost the line. Oh, there it's slowing down a bit. Yeah. Boundary layer must just thicken up there. Not bad. These are all small acreage farms, like 3 acres, 5 acres, which I would, if they're farther off the road, I'd be glad to have one, but I'd really like a big lot, and I'd like to plant trees to reduce the open area. Does have acreage back there in the woods. Just realized he has some old orange truck up there. Must be using the whole wood out. I wonder if he's clearing for a garage or what he's doing. I don't think it's possible to have a sustainable firewood business unless you had a ton of acreage or you went out to the national forest on a permit. I know a guy that used to run a tree service though, and he would a lot of times not charge the customer if he could keep all the timber. And so I guess if you ran a tree service, you could have enough coming in to support a firewood business on the side too. I'm not going to charge this next hill today. I still gotta go up the hill to the house, so just gonna take it easy. Ooh, I don't remember that pothole. It must usually be to the right of it. Our trash can's about the same size as the recycle bins you see. Must be 50 gallons or must go 20, 35, 50 or something. Now if I was living by myself, I could use that baby garbage can in the compactor and just empty the trash once a month. I used to do that, but it's a challenge being married. And then a lot of times the compactor bag's so full it won't fit in that little can anyway. Our 35 gallon, a lot of times you couldn't put much else in it. You almost couldn't do 2 compactor bags, so if you did every 3 weeks you could probably do it. If you took it out every 3 weeks. Wow, they cut a new road. Over here on the left. I didn't see it last time because I was riding up the hill. I was aware of it, but I didn't look. All right, you guys, I think we'll see you Saturday at the Harbor Family Park. Trying to find that duck trail. Later, Gators.